What's up, shitheads? It's Righteous Ryan and Travis Gone Wild back with another episode of Dudes Talking Shit. Travis, I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
Would you ever, or could you ever, be friends with a guy that wears spandex and rides a bike? Oh my god,
Dude, I'm thinking it's a hard no.
me.
Do you know why?
That voice takes so much fucking energy out of me.
I
Like
could
I'm
tell.
instantly hot right now.
Dude, I now feel like I need to go to a monster truck rally. Like, you just sold me tickets to go to a monster truck rally. I'm really excited about it, though.
Dude, that's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, no, totally. You can't be friends with a fucking guy who wears spandex and rides a bike. Like,
No fucking
Are we
way.
talking about bike is his only mode of transportation? Or are we talking about a guy who has a BMW and probably rides his fucking bike to work?
Either or. Like if you're on your way to work and you see a guy riding with like spandex pants on and like shorts over top of them, you know what I mean? And like a reflector that like blinks, and they ride their bike to work every day until like there's fucking snow on the ground.
Yeah, and
I couldn't even be work friends with you.
And then they drive their Audi Q7.
Yeah, we would never be friends. We would never go for lunch together. Like
No.
it would never happen.
Well, because they would want to go for a kale salad.
Yeah, no. I couldn't. Knowing that, like, my friends showed up to work wearing spandex like that and then had to go into a washroom and change.
Dude,
Like,
it's
do they
not-
shower at work? Like, how does this work? How
And it's
does
not
this
even
happen?
just about the fucking spandex. Like, when those cunts are on the road and you're trying to get by on 8 o'clock traffic and they're taking up half a fucking lane.
Yep.
Dude, they back up traffic so much. It's a fucking complete pain in the ass.
They should be allowed to ride on a sidewalk in their defense.
Yes.
Like, and it's outlet.
Or
for anyone
designated
listening,
bike lanes are fine too.
right? Anyone listening, where you live, riding a bicycle on the sidewalks may be totally fine. Here where we are, riding a bicycle on the sidewalk, if you have more than something like 20-inch tires, you're not allowed. So
Yeah.
like a BMX, for example, is allowed on a sidewalk. But like a mountain bike or like a street bike with gears
Not
is
allowed.
is not allowed. I believe the exception is also children.
Yeah, of course.
But anyone driving, like riding a bike to work, isn't fucking riding a BMX, and they're not a child. So
No, and
Anyway.
they're being very, very inconsiderate. Like, they're thinking that they're doing such a good thing because they're not contributing to greenhouse gases when they're riding
Right.
their bike. But the fucking traffic they're creating is
terrible.
greatly contributing to greenhouse
oh,
gases.
and it's dangerous because like, what do you do when you're trying to pass one and you're going 60 kilometers an hour? So you're actually moving like decent, all right?
good speed, good speed.
Yeah, exactly. So what do you do? Is the proper move to like because you gotta move over, leave them some space to be safe and everything.
Yeah.
Do you turn your indicator on to like partially enter that other lane and then turn your indicator back on to say
depends
that nope,
if-
I'm going back into this
If
lane?
someone's coming up on the left side, like, sometimes you get fucking caught. So sometimes, let's say you're on like a fucking broken white line, like
Yeah.
Twin Road, and you got someone coming up on your left side, and you got this bike coming up on your right. Sometimes you got to slow down. You end up fucking behind the bike for a little while, and that's painful.
Oh, it's fucking terrible.
Going along
man.
at like 20 kilometers an hour, and this asshat is just fucking like pedaling with all their might, but it doesn't matter because
they're
you're
still
on
fucking
a
trickling.
fucking bicycle.
Yeah. Oh, I fucking hate that. I don't like people riding their bike on roads when they can't fucking keep up, or like if there's no bike lane. If there's a bike lane, all the power to you, honestly. But
Man, I was
still fucking brave.
I was driving to work this morning, and there was someone in the Windsor Street Exchange turning left off Windsor onto the Bedford Highway,
Yeah.
and that's a fucking short arrow to begin with.
Oh, it is very quick.
And so they were
And there's 2 lanes that do it.
They were backing up fucking traffic on the outside turning lane, and then which in turn was causing the fucking inside lane to get backed up a little bit as well because people were nervous, like, oh, where the fuck is this biker going?
It's fucking horseshit.
Oh, it is such fucking horseshit.
Yeah. No, fuck that crap, man. That makes me think that like there's like types of people out there that are a little fucked.
Yeah.
Like people that ride bikes to work wearing a fucking pair of spandex pants and like shorts over top of them with
They
their
probably also like nipple claims.
Well, I mean, if push comes to shove. So that's when I kind of thought of like, it'd be a bit of a fun, rude game let's rank people, like types of people.
Rank
So,
types
like,
of humans? Yeah.
yeah. So like exactly people that I don't think I want to be friends with.
Yeah, vegans are the bottom of the list.
Like, so is the top of the list like the most excruciating, or the bottom of the list the most excruciating?
The bottom of the list is most excruciating.
Okay, so the people that aren't so bad are gonna be
Actually,
at the top of the
no,
list.
that's not true. Vegans aren't my worst. Fucking religious people who knock on your fucking door.
They're
are the
pretty rough.
worst.
Oh, they're which religion really fucking irks you the most when they start feeding and shit? Because you've
Seventh
taken
Day
religious
Adventist.
studies, right?
Yes.
So you actually have a little bit of
Yes.
education here.
Yeah, I just don't like anybody who wants to fucking indoctrinate you. And I don't like when you tell them to go away and you're like, no, I'm not interested. Thank you. And you're fucking polite.
Yeah.
And they're like, but wait just a couple of moments.
I like to hear them out sometimes if I'm not in the middle of jerking off or doing anything else.
Fuck that.
You know what's fucked? The Jehovah's Witnesses won't go trick or treating, but they fucking won't participate in Halloween at all. But yet they're the ones doing the trick or treating all year long.
Man, I think that's quite a dangerous practice that we do have for some religions is... So I had a friend, I don't know if she was Jehovah's Witness or Seventh-day Adventist when I was like in junior high and high school. And she didn't have to go to like religious study classes.
Yeah, I never went to that either.
Okay, so religious studies in our school growing up, and there was something else she didn't have to go to. I think like fucking history or something, because apparently we taught the wrong history.
I had a Jehovah's Witness in one of my schools when I was younger, and she had to do all of our same classes except for anything to do that with like the holidays. Like if it was Easter and we were doing something Easter related in class,
She didn't
like,
have to do it.
No.
Yeah, I remember, I think it was, we had to do religious studies. It was mandatory in 2 years of school growing up. And by religious studies, I don't mean like, I grew up in Newfoundland, so it's a very predominantly Catholic area, especially the East Coast where I'm from. So not like when I first went to school as a boy, I went to a Catholic school. But this was like a religious class. Like you learned about everything. You learned about like Hindus and fucking Islam, and you learned all about Christianity and all this different stuff and all the different variations of Christianity. And I think that's a dangerous mindset to not expose yourself to, because when I got a little bit older and I started meeting new people and meeting people of different faiths, like it kind of taught you that not any different. Like they just think there's a different dude. Like they think something else is going on. And it's not that you're wrong and they're right, or you're right and they're wrong. It's just like, it's just a different idea.
It's fucked up how they all have the same end goal, though, to some extent. It's just the different trains that get you there.
100%.
That's fucking. That's the weird part I've always thought about religion and how vastly different they are.
Man, that's what. Okay, so the most interesting part of religion is just within religion, like different. So I'm going to use Christianity as an example. So just within Christianity, like how many different variations of it there are, like that you really all the people in Christianity have the same thing of like, there is a God, there is a Jesus, and you want to get to heaven.
You know what's fucked up about Christianity?
What's that?
There's like the stereotypical Southern North American Southern fucking Christianity.
Evangelicists.
Yeah.
I struggle saying
It's like the super fucking religious,
the
Southern, like
the TV religious people.
exactly like Seventh Heaven and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
And then there's the black black Christians.
The Baptists.
Yeah. Oh, praise the Lord all the time.
Dude,
Oh,
their
no,
church
thank
looks
God.
fun as fuck.
They do. That actually, I've been to a church one time in my life. It wasn't a black church. It was the Pentecostal church.
Oh, that's kind of a trash church, but
Yeah, it was fucking. But we sang some banana song and stuff. It was kind of neat.
yeah, that's
It was like banana, na 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 na, something along those lines. I don't really remember much of it. I thought it was fucked.
Yeah, I have a friend actually, and she's been like with this black guy that she grew up with for a long time, and they grew up in the same community and everything's all the same. But the only difference is she goes to his church every now and then.
Yep.
And she tells me about it, and she's like, dude, like, it's just a fucking good time. Like, everybody's in singing and, like, having fun. And Pentecost is kind of like that as well, though.
It was a lot of singing.
But the Pentecosts aren't, like, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that religion. I think that's something to do with prejudice built into me from my grandfather.
Yeah.
Because he's United. And United is like it's like a super slack version of Christianity. It's just kind of like yeah, smoke, drink as long as you're not hurting anybody.
That's why they're
It doesn't really
united.
matter.
Makes sense.
Yeah, they don't. It's the United Church of Canada. It only exists in Canada, and so my grandfather, I just remember when I was a kid, he always be like, "Go to fucking Pentecost, don't do fucking nothing. They're never a good time to be going nowhere.
Yeah, they're not gonna fucking get you.
They're not getting drunk."
No, it's fucked up. So you're putting people you're putting the aggressive religious people at the bottom of the list. The ones that
100%,
try to
yeah.
they're always right, you're always
That's
wrong,
right.
trying to force it on you. You're putting them at the bottom.
They're them or vegans, because vegans have the same mentality.
They are fucked. What about CrossFitters? Where do they go on this list?
Dude, I don't have any negative experience with CrossFitters.
Really? Oh,
No.
they're the fucking worst. They're terrible. They're like picture basically vegans, the way they preach about it. They're just like that.
Yeah, CrossFitters are very vegan-y.
Most of them are vegans as well. So now you got a double whammy.
No, that's not true.
Oh, no?
CrossFitters are fucking Joe Rogan freaks.
Oh,
They're fucking meat eaters.
really?
Yes, yeah. Protein, bro, because, when I'm in the gym trying to get, my best times on my plyo jump, and it's just like, oh, you're an idiot.
You're fucking retarded.
100%.
All right. So CrossFitters aren't that far down on the list. They're pretty far down for me because I fucking hate being preached about it.
Yeah,
to it.
CrossFitters aren't that big.
And the fact that they believe it's actually a good workout.
It is very detrimental to your health.
Oh,
I
fuck
find
that.
The best thing about CrossFitters, though, is we can all joyously, in unison, shit on them.
Except for CrossFitters.
Yeah.
What about horse people, like horse girls?
So, okay. I was fucking a horse girl for a little bit.
You were fucking one or you were a fucking horse girl?
No.
All right. I kind of misheard you there.
I was
for a
having
sec.
sex with a horse girl for a little bit.
Nice.
And in this situation, the girl herself was an absolute sweetheart, really nice woman.
Did you ever perform the bucking bronco on her? Because it would have been very appropriate.
Negative. That would have been very inappropriate.
Oh.
But very funny. But yeah, like very nice girl. But the issue with horse girls, okay, is 90% of the time, 95, maybe
doesn't
even
end.
99% of the time, it doesn't end. But they come from very well-off families.
Yes.
And they have no grasp of reality. Zero.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And that's, I think, people's issue with horse girls is like, everything is perfect. I'm out with my horse. Like, I'm going to introduce my horse to my dog. I'm going to give it some Timbits. Then I'm going to go to Paris with my daddy. And it's just, they have no firm grasp on reality.
See, the problem with horse girls for me is they're worse than car guys. You know what I mean? Because a car guy...
Well, why are you talking shit about car guys?
Oh, no. I'm not... Okay, there's a car guy like we are.
Yeah.
But then there's car guys that are like Fast and Furious fanboy car guys. Those are the car guys that are not cool. No, I love Fast and Furious. Don't give me this look. Okay.
I love these people. Fuck you.
No, I'm talking about like the fucking... Like... The Honda Civic that has nothing done to it except for maybe like a fucking...
A muffler and a fucking...
Like a huge
And
spoiler.
an intake?
Yeah.
That's my guy.
No. But
Hell
when they
yeah.
think that's a performance vehicle,
Hell yeah.
you got a fucking problem.
No.
When you're a fan of a 1986 Celica, okay, that's cool. That's a nice car. Awesome. Tell me about it. Not just, oh man, I have a fucking 1993 Civic here. I put a big fart cannon on the back. Okay. Did you put an exhaust on it too or just a muffler? Like, that's
just a fucking cherry bomb,
right.
buddy.
Or like the guy that gets the brand new Jetta with a whistle tip. Like,
oh, dude, you're making me hard.
so here's the thing with those guys. They're fucked in their own way, but they have a switch. It turns off. Like their life doesn't revolve around that. It's a big portion of their life, absolutely. The problem with a horse girl is it doesn't end. All day, all night, every day, every year is horses. Okay? That's it. They care about brushing their hair, riding them, looking at different horses. What can they do to the horse? How can they train it? How can they breed it? How can they get a new one? Where can they get one? Where can they get the stable? Gotta go muck the stables. Gotta go do this. Gotta do that.
Dude.
It doesn't fucking end. They have horse paintings. They have horse fucking figurines. They have horse ugly sweaters. They have horse not ugly sweaters.
Can I tell
Blankets. You fucking name it.
I think for horse girls, there's something erotic about it too.
Oh, they're usually pretty hot, actually. Like I will 100% side to that. But they're fucking, like you said, there's nothing else between the ears. Like they don't fucking have anything else between the ears.
Okay, so I also am friends with a girl who is a horse girl.
Presently?
Not
was?
presently. She's the girlfriend of a good buddy,
Okay.
or ex-girlfriend of a good buddy.
All right.
So like, cordial, but I wouldn't hang out with her.
Right.
Man, I remember one time. So she's good looking. You hit that nail on the head.
Yeah.
And we were at the fucking stable where she kept her horse. And it was like me, my buddy, and her, maybe some fucking bitch I was dating at the time. And she gets up on the horse, okay? So you gotta remember, this girl's fucking dynamite. And she's a rich girl. And so she's wearing like fuck yeah. She's wearing these tight ass like fucking Lululemon pants. And like when Lululemons were good, like do you remember when a girl used to wear Lululemons and she'd bend over and you could see her fucking underwear?
Yeah.
Those
They fucking had to
are
go
the
and fix
best
that.
Lululemons. And so she hops up on her horse using a little stool, and the horse got no saddle on.
Oh.
So
Barebacking
the horse is in stuff. Yes. And she's just like hugging the horse and like rubbing on the horse. And I would never say I'm a great mind when it comes to the sexual appetite or pleasures of a woman. Like I struggle my way through it.
Sure.
I do my best. But she looked like she was having a good time. And she's just like on this horse, like loving it and caressing it. And that's when I realized that I think for all horse people, all horse women, because there's not many horsemen. If there's horsemen are fucking equestrian dudes.
They're called jockeys.
Yeah. And and that's when I realized I think there's almost a sexual appetite to those women's appeal with horses.
Yeah, they're completely fucked. Do you think horses ever get boners while they're fucking driving around? Are you about to fart? Oh, you were getting up. I was like, oh my God, he's going to fart.
No, it would have been, I wish I could have farted in the microphone for Anita right now. That would and, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, horse dudes, there's no such thing as a horse dude.
No.
So where do we put horse girls on this fucking ranking of types of people?
Well, okay, so do you know what's hard about this?
Your dick?
Yeah. you can't put them too far down because horse girls are typically also hot girls.
Yeah.
But they are also usually a little more prudent and a little more stuck up. So it's not like they're fun.
If they were into fencing as well, it'd be really cool.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel like that's like the quintessential. Like whenever you
Rich
see those
people.
movies that take place at like a really rich fucking school, there's always like
Always
that rich
fancy.
snobby girl that's into like fucking horses and fencing, you know?
Yeah. Or like field hockey.
Yeah, it's kind of a Zorro vibe, like, you know?
Yeah. Dude, I would love for a fucking girl to like cut my shirt up.
Yes,
like
man.
fencing. Yeah. Put like a Z in it.
Oh, fuck yeah. Where do you rank those people that are into crystals?
They're just too
Another thing, they're always fucking girls again too. But they're into crystals.
They're
and
too fucking strange.
they're like crystals and fucking oils and stuff. Like, what?
Yeah.
You know, you got those like you got a humidifier or whatever with that oils go into, and you want in every room so you can like meditate and relax. Like, what are you fucking doing here? Like, and they're all fucking twisted. Like, they're all the type that would drink Kool-Aid in a field. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like they're gonna go to like some Midsommar kind of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they fucking.
Some motherfuckers are getting killed out here.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I don't like people that they make their life about things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like diversify your interests.
Like, how would anyone ever fucking explain me? I don't like anything. So
I would say if I were to highlight your main interests, I think I can do it.
all right.
So the number one most important thing to you is getting laughs out of people.
Yeah, okay, probably.
Yeah, you enjoy thoroughly making other people laugh, and you do enjoy a bit of a shock value as well.
Yep.
The next thing that you do that could define your personality would probably be your keen appetite for information about your interests. So
Yeah, okay.
when it comes to MMA, wrestling, F1, football, video games, and kind of hockey, not as much hockey.
No.
I would say you're an expert on those 5 things. Like, I could ask you, if I'm curious about something in football, I can ask you. If I'm curious about something in wrestling, or we're both really...
I think I'm a wrestling encyclopedia more than anything.
Yeah.
More than anything on this planet that I've ever expressed any degree of interest in, without question.
Well, there was
the world of pro wrestling, I am an encyclopedia.
We were playing a game one night where I was asking you the WrestleMania number.
No, Royal Rumble.
No, it was WrestleMania.
I thought we were walking through Royal Rumbles and who won them and what years they were in.
No, we did that one night too. But a different night we did WrestleMania numbers. Yeah. And you told me the main event, the stadium it was in,
and the attendance. Yeah.
Yes. That was fucking hilarious.
That's fucked, man.
This is I think what led us to having a podcast is just because we would just be sitting around fucking doing shit like that.
Yeah.
all the fucking time anyways.
Dude, you know what, man? I think that legitimately, because when we press this record button and we're done recording, you know what I mean? We press the stop button, we're done recording. Our conversation will still go for 4 or 5 more hours.
Yeah, but we don't.
But it just won't be with headphones and a microphone on.
Yeah, and I think the only difference is when we're not recording, when we're just chilling out, watching TV and watching fights.
There's some dead air.
There's dead air. Sometimes we're just fucking on our phones or not paying attention,
watching the fight, zoned out, whatever.
Yeah, or stuffing our faces.
But then little conversations come and go always, just like when you're hanging out with anyone.
Yeah.
That are fucking. I wish that we just had a camera mounted on our foreheads all the time.
And we could just fucking cut the pieces into the podcast.
Yes,
That'd
man.
Be perfect.
It'd be fucking hilarious if we just did a live stream of us.
So who's your least favorite of these groups of humans?
Out of all the people I listed so far, accountants. Oh, we didn't list them. What?
Oh yeah, they're rough, man.
Accountants are gonna be up there.
Lawyers are bad too.
I don't mind some lawyers, so it's not bad. But people that say that they say everything very factually. I know how I spit things out, and it's it's very matter of fact. But the way that people do it factually, I'm trying to think of an example. And when Gregory said it, he did just say this, and you know what I mean. I don't know how to they speak very matter of factly, and it's why are you talking like that?
No, man.
Those people irritate me.
I know who the worst people are. I can tell you right now.
All right.
The people who go to any situation they go in, they're the expert.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that.
Dude, so we both work in the car industry, and people will come in, and they're just my uncle's son Joey's a mechanic, so I knows what you're fucking doing.
Yeah.
And it's what? And then they just shit on you the whole time. And it's I'm not against you. I want to sell you stuff. I want to sell you a car. I want to make this a fun, enjoyable experience.
People don't do that shit with me. It doesn't fly with me anymore.
Oh,
maybe a few years ago
painful.
4 or 5 years ago when I was a rookie in this kind of industry.
Yeah.
But that shit doesn't fly with me at all anymore. I will call people out immediately.
Yeah, just be why are you doing this? This is supposed to be fun. Let's enjoy this together.
Yeah. Nah, you can't pull shit over my no wool over my eyes anymore.
Yeah.
All right. So I think that, those crystal girls, they're almost always girls. I haven't met a guy that does it.
No.
Into wearing crystals around their, oh, well, this brings the, the negative ions out and blah blah blah. It makes positivity like that. No, you're full of shit.
Dude,
It's a fucking piece of glass.
I knew this one girl. Man, I have this
I
friend.
might get one.
Oh, Anita for you.
That was a real fart right on the microphone.
Anita,
That right there was an
that's
ass
for you.
clapper.
That's for you. Yeah,
Ooh.
where am I going with this? I'm so glad that was gross.
Oh, you're so glad I'm like 8 feet away from you
If that
too.
was over here, I'll be upset.
Yeah, it probably will.
Yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. Okay, where I was going with this. So I don't know this Crystal girl firsthand, okay?
Yeah.
So
Imagine she was also named Crystal.
that'd be
Whoa.
fucked. So I have a couple of buddies, and one of them's really impressionable, and this girl started hanging around them, and he got like super obsessed with it too. He was like, it was in the fucking garage that we would all hang out at, and he would be like super fucking weird about it. He's like, he wasn't like a Crystal dude, like he wasn't into it, but for some reason he was really attached to the fucking ideas that this bitch brought around regarding this Crystal thing. And yeah, Crystal people are fucked.
What about truck guys?
No, don't really care about it.
Really? Like, I don't mean like guys that like a truck. I'm talking dudes that like a truck. Oh, it's got to be jacked. Got to have these big wheels on it. Huge fucking
I
roll,
think
like
it's
rolling
kind of
coal
the same
and shit.
thing. Like when people are douchey about it and just have like a piece of shit, it's kind of like your Honda Civic guy.
Yeah.
When people do a shitty job of it and it's like a piece of shit truck. But man, when you see a guy and he's like clearly put a lot of money and like invested a lot into his truck and it's something he's really proud of and he's like super stoked on it, I'm like, all right, it's fucking douchey.
As
but-
long as you don't drive with your tow mirrors out and a trailer hitch on without a trailer hitch or without a trailer.
Man, I saw this one fucking
can't
lifted
stand that.
pickup one day. Man, I see a lot of vehicles in the Windsor Street Exchange, but I think that's just because it's like such a busy spot.
Yeah.
And I saw this guy come up. I feel like I saw it a couple of times in the span of a week and never saw it again. But it was this massive lifted fucking Silverado, brand new. It was purple.
Purple.
Yeah, and it had these huge fucking green wheels on it. Dude, when I say it was lifted, I want to be very clear about this. Like, it was lifted. I bet the fucking rocker panel on the truck, no joke, was at my chest.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was the biggest lifted truck I've ever seen on the road, like, by far.
Probably fucking like a 30-inch lift or something.
And the way he had the frame and everything done and the suspension all underneath, it was all, like, freshly painted, beautiful, like, popping colors. I remember it being red and white underneath, because you know you can see like the fucking you can see everything underneath. You can see like suspension, anti-roll bar, all that kind of stuff, and like like the fucking anti-roll bar and the bracing, like the strut braces that went underneath, like the lower one.
Yeah.
It had like designs and stuff in it, like printed like into it. It was very fucking cool. Like that was a cool fucking lifted truck.
Was it clean though?
Beautiful.
See, that's where you lose me. A truck like that should never be clean.
I don't think that's, but you can't like judge those people for it because that's what they're into. When it comes to car culture,
That's what we're doing right now. We're judging. We're literally ranking those kind of people. That's what this game is.
I think I have a soft spot for stuff like that when it comes to car culture. Because car culture has like been a big thing for me.
Yeah.
It hasn't been so much since I moved to Nova Scotia, but in Newfoundland it was a huge thing. I was like really into the modified car scene and around all those people all the time. And what I kind of came to learn is like everybody just had different tastes.
Okay.
Like some people wanted to like fucking stance their car, which I'm gonna say I think stancing's fucking stupid. It's the dumbest thing ever. It makes your car undrivable.
You mean when the wheels are tilted out, sort of
Yeah,
thing?
it's like just crazy negative camber. Yeah, it's just not for me. Like I think it's
Why is it
fucking
always
dumb.
Civics and like Jettas and Golfs that do that? I've never seen
it's
someone with a nice car. do it.
Rarely Civics. It's mainly German cars.
Yeah. Okay.
So like lots of Volkswagens because that's what's affordable.
Yeah, I've seen a few Audis.
Lots of BMWs, lots of Audis, not many Mercedes, but also a lot of Subaru people are into it as well.
I've never seen a Subi do it. But
Yeah, a lot
I
of
haven't looked
STIs
either.
and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And what was more fucked is you would have these cars like I knew this one guy in Newfoundland who had a E46 M3, which is like a beautiful BMW. Like it's so cool and it stands. And it was like it made it undrivable. Like
Shit.
it was fucking useless. But the overall lesson, I really like these people as individuals, and just came to kind of realize it's like that's just what they fucking like. Like the fact that I like a car that goes fast and performs.
See, that's the word right there. Performs. If you
Yeah.
just do stuff to do stuff, like when you get a fucking
But do you know what their argument back for it is? And I get it. It's like, so if I'm really into like tuning my WRX to be perfect, right? To be fast, to handle well, to do everything. Their argument back is you'll never use it.
it's the ability to be able to.
Yeah, but like their cars aesthetically to them and to a lot of people are always pleasing. Even though it's not fast, even though it doesn't handle well, even though like their cars are always very top-notch pretty. Whereas my cars have always like not looked the greatest, but have been fast, handled well, performed outstanding, but I never used it.
Right.
I didn't use it anywhere. Like I was just driving back and forth to work or like would go on like a good drive on a Sunday night or whatever.
Yeah.
Like take it through a good back road. But that was it. Like it's not like I was out racing or even doing autocross or anything.
I still prefer the performance. It's like having a gun collection.
Yeah.
You're only gonna use the ones that are meant for hunting.
Yeah.
What are you gonna use with a semi-automatic fucking 22 caliber like a Ruger? What's
No,
the point? It's
just for fun.
It's exactly. I have it. I can use it.
Yeah, and I guess that's kind of my thing. So my cars have been to my taste and what I like
Right.
and are cool for me. And for those guys' cars who want a stance and aesthetics are what's important to them, like I get it. I'm like, okay, that's what's fun for you. Sure.
All right. Well, I guess it's true. The old saying, it's more fun to drive a slow car fast than it is a fast car slow.
Dude, that is the most true statement. Okay. So going back to a further conversation, we're going to talk a lot about cars right now.
Cool.
Myself and Stephanie were having a big conversation about cars the other night.
Just define a big conversation. Isn't it just a conversation? What makes it so big?
Well, it was long.
Oh.
Yeah,
So that's a long conversation.
It's a long conversation.
A big conversation would have been something important like planning a wedding or children.
That's right. That's right. So it was a long conversation, not big. But it's big to me because cars are my favorite thing.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, we were talking about how I really enjoy like premium, beautiful cars. Like I really like luxury cars. I like high-end cars. I like classic cars. I like expensive shit when it comes to cars. And she was asking me about something like a car that I was very excited to drive coming up. And I said, you know, a car that I'm really excited to drive right now is a Hyundai Venue.
My favorite fucking Hyundai right now.
And she couldn't quite grasp it. But I was like, there's something so fun about a car
Yeah.
that's only meant to be economical. Like they're trying to make it as funky, as cool as possible.
Yeah, yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's an economy car.
Yep.
But there's something so pure and so honest about it that those are the fucking best cars on the market right now. Like just straight up fucking economy cars. Like a Civic is not an economy car anymore.
No.
Like a Hyundai Venue, a Hyundai Accent, those are fucking economy.
Have you seen the new Civic? The new, like the 2022?
Yeah, it's a Jetta.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. So 3/4 of it is a Jetta, and the front end, just the front, is a fucking Accord.
Dude, that's like the new fucking new Subaru BRZ.
Yeah.
The rear end looks like a fucking Buick.
Although I did see one that was mocked up, just like CGI, that was a Spider, like a convertible.
Oh, I saw that,
Dude,
too.
that
so
looked fucking gnarly,
sexy.
man. Yes.
Yeah, but yeah, economy cars, Mitsubishi Mirage, like all that stuff.
Yeah.
They're fucking shit boxes, but they're so goddamn fun to drive.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like they said,
they're
it's
hilarious.
it's the perfect fucking saying, right? It's way more fun to drive a slow car fast than it is a fast car slow.
Well, and funny, we just kind of briefly mentioned it there,
Yeah.
but I think that's the appeal of the BRZ.
Yeah,
Is like,
because they're not very fast.
no, the BRZ is the lowest tier sports car you can get.
Yeah.
Like a Miata is more expensive than a BRZ.
Yeah.
But the BRZ, they just put these skinny little fucking economy tires on it. Is rear wheel drive, engine in the front. Like, it's just meant to be silly. And just, it has no fucking purpose.
What the fuck was Toyota thinking?
I know, right? Like,
that partnership's done now. I think this BRZ coming up is just a Subaru.
no. Toyota's doing another one.
Are they?
It's called the GR86.
Yeah, so but the BRZ is going to be made by just Subaru now.
No. They're still sharing.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, so
Okay.
still going to have BRZ. And so it used to be called the GT86 for Toyota, but they're calling it the GR86 now because the Toyota Racing is called Gazoo Racing.
Yeah.
So now, like, it's the Supra. It's the Supra GR.
Okay.
Yeah, because Gazoo Racing is like their endurance team and all that kind of shit, which is fucking stupid. On another note, not Gazoo Racing, that shit's cool. The Supra, okay? So you get a 6-cylinder Supra, right? Fucking fast car, 380 something horsepower. Most likely because it's a BMW straight six engine, it's probably easily tunable to 500 without fucking anything.
Yeah.
So now Toyota announced that the Supra is also going to be available in a 4-cylinder. Okay? So the 4-cylinder twin scroll turbo engine from the BMW Z4, which is its sister car. So they're putting that 4-cylinder in there and has 250 horsepower. Okay? So that's going to be like a still probably $45,000 car.
Probably close to it, yeah.
So now the Subaru GR86 is coming out. Now it has 228 horsepower, non-turboed boxer engine, and it's going to be 30 grand. Like, why would you spend $15,000 fucking dollars for like 25 horsepower?
Doesn't make sense.
It's so fucked. They're cannibalizing
And a car
their
that, quite
own
honestly,
market.
I don't think would look that good. Like the Supra, I think they fell flat. I don't find it visually appealing at all.
No.
I mean, it's not the ugliest car on the roads
Yeah.
by any means, but I don't think it carries a very good look to it. Because the Supra, I mean, think of the last generation Supra that existed. Think of how nice it was.
Yeah.
Are you going to fart?
No, get a beer.
Oh, fuck. Whenever you stand up suddenly, I keep thinking you're going to fart.
That's such like an unrealistic expectation.
Really?
Yeah, like I can't just crank off farts every fucking time. I do get it though. I don't usually stand up or change position during
Yeah.
these.
Well, anyway, Supra's ugly compared to the last generation of them. The last generation of them was like the Fast and Furious generation,
Oh, it was the fucking
right?
best.
So that was I think that was the pinnacle.
Second car.
Yeah. That was the pinnacle of cool Supras. Like when they got that. Moving along to where do you rank people on the list?
Yeah.
This one might be up for debate. Beard guys. So you have a beard, but you're not a beard guy. Like there's beard guys that have like a
No,
beard where
I
can see your skin through your fucking beard.
Yeah.
But then there's beard guys that are like down to their like fucking nipples or down to their mid chest.
I have like just a little bit onto my neck type of beard.
Right.
And I have a beard for a specific reason.
Because you got no chin.
I got no chin.
Right.
Yeah. So I have a beard because it gives me some definition on my jawline. I look like I could do the shot put in the Special Olympics without a beard.
Right. So like, what do you think of beard guys that are like into oiling their beard, combing their beard? They're friends with other beard guys. They're in clubs.
It's a weird.
It's fucking weird, isn't
Weird
it?
culture.
It's very fucking weird. And like you,
and they're all like old timey. Like they all like to wear like fucking button up vests.
yep. Or they're like young, always a little overweight, and like
Yeah.
they're fucking thick. They're like Tim the Tatmans, you know?
Yeah. Dude, it's a weird thing. So on one hand, I do buy some of those products just for like
Sure.
to care for my face.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I don't be like styling my fucking beard or just like hanging out with dudes talking about beards. That shit's fucking weird.
This beard, that whole thing that took over, like what? Like when Duck Dynasty kind of helped make it a little more mainstream popular.
Now where did this all happen though? That people got fucking weird about it though. Like, because now we're talking about the waxes and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Where people like
That's
curl
when
their
things got fucked
mustache
up.
and they really shape their beard.
Yeah. That's when things got a little weird for me. Because like before that, I was like, oh, there's a powerful beard, like a Dan Bilzerian beard, you know? And then all of a sudden now it's like,
That's a well-groomed beard though.
yeah, it is. big time.
I'm trying to think about it. Like, is it called Beard Club?
I don't probably.
Oh my
There's
god.
probably several of them. There's
Yeah.
tons of them. In fact, I'm willing to bet. And like, there's like, man, we could probably YouTube it right now, like how to maintain a beard, and like the amount of people that have videos, like it's like their livelihood is just fucking making beard grooming tips,
Yeah, like beard oils and shit.
beard oils and grooming and cutting and fucking.
Yeah, man, I'm very curious now, like trying to pinpoint who there must have been someone famous around it, because that's how it always happens.
I don't know if it was just a thing that would. Honestly, I never really noticed a big beard culture until Duck Dynasty came out. Then it was like, oh, it's cool to have a beard, because that was super. Like that was a very fucking crazy popular show.
That was, yeah.
And then like someone must have, like, because those were like redneck beards. There was no maintaining them. They
No.
were just, it was just, you just didn't fucking shave for 5, 10, 8 years, whatever, right?
That's right.
Now all of a sudden it turned into, like you said, waxing and turning it into like a handlebars and stuff. Like,
Yeah, it's very strange. And again, like these guys dress a certain way.
yep.
They're very odd.
None of them have ever drank like a Coors Light in their life. It's always fucking
Craft
thick
beer.
craft beer.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
They're all the same person, just like duplicated.
Yeah.
They are like the male version of a woman wearing Uggs, a plaid shirt, and fucking black leggings.
Yes.
Or like a jean,
Yes.
like a denim shirt or
That
something.
is a very popular horse girl outfit.
That is a very popular, just any girl outfit this time of year in the fall, especially
Oh.
with the fucking leaves. Oh, pumpkin spice this. Like those pumpkin spice girls are beard girls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they are the same thing.
Yeah.
But
Man.
they're seasonal. Beard guys are just every day.
all year. Yeah, they like in the summertime they're wearing like white short sleeve shirts, but like with the sleeve rolled up.
Yeah, one roll.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're fucking different guys.
That's fucking weird. What about couponers?
Oh, dude,
You ever met a couponer?
get your fucking money, boo boo.
Really? You ever met couponers?
Into it, yeah, fuck them.
Oh,
Dude,
fuck,
those
man.
people should rank at the least disliked.
Really?
Yes.
Oh man,
They
they're
are
fucking
such
weird.
interesting human beings.
Interesting is one way to put it, but they're fucking weird, man.
They
you got
are
a coupon
strange,
for that?
but man, that's so impressive. Have you ever watched those fucking coupon shows where they get to the end of like their fucking cash register experience and it's like, okay, actually, we owe you $5.
Yes. So, because in the United States, you can stack coupons in a lot of the country, I guess. Here, like in Canada, you can't stack
No.
fucking coupons or rebates worth shit most of the time.
No, man, like I love the fucking coupon shows where people have like coupon binders.
Yes, man.
That is my fucking
like,
favorite.
do those things not fucking expire?
They're also like, I also find couponers have a lot of crossover with preppers.
Doomsday preppers and shit.
Yeah.
Ronda Rousey's one of them. Her and Travis Brown are fucking
Bro,
doomsday preppers.
oh my God, I'm so glad you just said her name.
Why?
All right, do you remember when you let me into your building earlier?
Yes.
What'd you say?
Honestly, man, I can't remember.
Y'all got smoke?
Oh yeah, y'all got a. That's how I answered the buzzer. I'm like, y'all got a cigarette?
Do you remember that missus from the fucking video?
Yeah, that's why I said it.
Dude, that's Ronda Rousey in 10 years.
Think so?
100%.
Dude, that's the most stereotypical, like, white trash America that you could ever fucking see is that video. Like, so, first of all, just to ruin the buzz completely, it's fake. Like, she's an actress. Like, the whole thing. I know, the whole thing was staged. But it's like, it's this girl that's overweight. She's got, like, teased hair that's fucking long and flowy, kind of Dog the Bounty Hunter-ish. She's wearing a Reba McEntire shirt, like a black shirt with Reba McEntire on it, and it just says Reba. She's wearing like blue, like Umbro or like Adidas soccer shorts. She's carrying like a 2-liter bottle of Sprite or 7-Up or something like that. And she's standing in front of like a dollar store. And she just walks up to a fucking car who's like sitting there, like about to pull out of the parking spot or whatever. He's like, hey, y'all got a cigarette? And the woman in there's like, we don't smoke. And she's like, fuck off, and walked away. That's the whole video. It's like
Wait,
8 seconds
that
long.
is staged?
Yeah, it turned out that video is
Why
not
did you
real.
tell me that?
I know.
You're a bad friend.
Well, I figured you'd fucking find out eventually anyway. I was surprised you didn't know that already.
The next thing you know, you're gonna fucking tell me Santa isn't real.
What?
Huh?
I wonder, hold on, if I can find this.
Man, we have snowboarding on in the background right now, and it is fucking intense.
Hold on. Let me see if I can get this here. Here we go. Listen to this lady.
Hey, y'all got a cigarette?
We don't smoke.
Fuck off!
That's it. That's the whole video. That's the whole fucking thing. It's fucking classic, man. Like it did, because that video is from a long while ago, maybe even pushing 10 years. And I just in the past year or so found out it was fake, and it was a heartbreaking day.
Yeah,
Like
dude.
I was actually very disappointed. Like my day just was ruined. It ruined my day.
Can I ask you a question?
You just did.
Do you think that was more devastating for you to find out that was fake, or do you think it would be more devastating for you to find out that the dead raccoon was staged?
Is it? Do you know something that I don't? Dude, this will change my fucking day. Did you look into this or something? Is it? There's no way.
He brought a raccoon up in here.
This motherfucker here is a dead ass raccoon on the table. I ain't never.
I don't know anything.
Oh my god, because like that would actually like.
Did your life just flash before your eyes?
I was starting to breathe harder. You know what other video that I thought was real at the time, but found out not too long after that it was fake, but like for a solid few months I thought it was real. Remember those old videos of the world's greatest freakouts and stuff? Remember that kid Steven that fucking went into his bedroom and completely lost his shit and started like screaming like a fucking dinosaur and shoving the remote in his ass and stuff? You remember that?
Yes, I do.
Is it- dude,
I just, until you said shoving the remote in his ass, I didn't remember.
he starts hitting himself in the face with a shovel or a fucking shovel, a shoe and stuff. He goes under the blankets and like starts spazzing out and then comes out of under the blanket somehow with only his boxers on. He gets so mad he paces back and forth in his room, goes into the closet, turns around, walks right back
Wait,
out.
was that not real?
None of it was real. He was a fake. They were doing it for views on YouTube. I know him. How are you just finding this out now, dude? He fucking released like 10 videos. So it was obvious after the second or third one. It's like, oh, so this is just fake.
I've lost my will to live.
Basically, if you saw it on YouTube, it's not real.
Dude, that's so traumatizing.
Yes, man. Nothing on YouTube is real. There's not a single fucking prank on YouTube that's real at this point. I don't think.
Do you think? What about the Lamborghini videos? Do you think they're real?
What do you mean? Like what
Like
do you
when
do
the-
for a living?
When the guy, yeah.
Those ones?
No, not what do you do for a living. When the guy like asks a girl out on a date and then she says no, and then he
Oh, the
walks
gold
over to
digger
the
ones?
Lambo?
No,
Yeah.
they're completely fake. Vitali's the one that made them at first, and everything that guy's ever done in this world is fake.
That's so
Worked out
depressing.
for him. Don't get me wrong, but like
I just want
nothing's
those
real.
videos to be real.
Roman Atwood, everything's fucking
Who's
fake.
Roman Atwood again?
One of the biggest YouTubers.
Oh, is he the one?
He did pranks, and then it turned into like mostly just vlogs, daily vlogs.
Is he the one who did the Mario Kart thing?
He might have. I really couldn't tell you for sure.
Yeah.
But anyway, all the respect to him. I actually watched his vlogs every day for years. I loved them.
Yeah.
But they're hilarious. But or they were entertaining anyway. But yeah, anyway, no, nothing on fucking YouTube is real. I don't believe there's a fucking real prank on there that's in HD with good audio.
Yeah.
That's how you can tell. As soon as it's like the camera work is good and the audio's good,
Yeah,
it's fake.
bullshit.
It's that cut and dry. I think that's literally the cut and dry
I thought
for
those
it.
ones with those kids freaking out, like I thought his brother was going in the room before him.
Well, no, they were completely fake, man. Like completely fake. I think he even did like a Reddit AMA at one point and said, "Yeah, they're staged." Like, I'm an entertainment channel.
That's so depressing.
Dude, that was so fucking funny, man. I wish I could like play that video right now and make it make sense. Because it was just like, it was so good. He just loses his mind. That kid lost his fucking mind
Man,
completely.
the best part is when shoving the remote up his ass is very funny. But then when he goes under the fucking blanket and comes out with just his fucking boxers on, that shit is fucking dynamite.
Wonder if I can. It's so it's got 101 million views right now.
Holy
11 years ago,
fuck.
and it's called "Greatest Freakout Ever," and in brackets, original video. No, we're going to get a fucking ad. I'm not playing no ads. Yeah, I don't think there's any audio that's worthwhile to see this, right?
You gotta watch the video. I'm actually
World of Warcraft account, and he is freaking out. What? Oh my god.
Kid runs out. He's pacing back and forth.
Dude, do you know what's fucked? That's not fair off of how some kids react.
Listen to him. He's like spinning around and fucking punching his bed. So this whole time he's under the blanket screaming this. He just stripped down, just wearing his boxers, goes in the closet, comes right back out. He's got no sheets on his bed. It's straight up mattress. He shoved the remote in his ass. He reaches for the shoe right here. Look at him. He bends over, grabs the shoe. He's smacking himself with the fucking shoe. He's like a dinosaur. Oh, man.
Fuck me.
Anyway, this guy is fucking losing his mind. Like, nobody's ever lost their mind like that. Anyway, the day I found out that was fake, it was very disappointing.
It was earth shattering.
Oh, without question. Like, I 100% thought that was legit until...
That seemed very real.
Well, like, here's the thing. The thing that makes so many people think that it was real is that I think we might have all had a bit of a freak out at one point in our younger years. That was sort of like things didn't make sense that happened in that moment of fucking blackout spazzing.
Yeah.
Like, I never shoved a remote in my ass, but I definitely went, I started screaming and fucking hitting things
100%.
for no reason.
Yes, man. Dude, when he's like double hammer fisting onto the mattress, I've done that before.
Oh, fucking right I have too.
Yes, man. We're just like fucking
Nice.
super upset.
Were you about to say excuse me?
No.
Oh, are you
Why would I
sure?
say excuse
This is not an excuse me zone. Are you gonna fart? Oh, Travis.
Oh, no.
It
God.
went away?
Yeah.
Where did it go?
Back up my butthole.
Back up. Dude, you know what's fucked about that? So I was watching an interview, and I don't know how much truth is behind this. Maybe we could look into the legitimate like science behind it or something. But I was watching an interview with Spenny from Kenny versus Spenny.
Yeah.
And they were talking about the who can blow the biggest fart episode.
Right.
You familiar with that?
Not entirely.
So there was an old show on Canadian television. I think it made it to America for a bit, but it was two friends that competed for survival, and the loser would have to do like a punishment, sort of like our Sober October thing that never really came around yet. But
It's coming.
one of the episodes was who could blow the biggest fart, and they had this little gas meter thing that they used for like measuring cow farts or whatever.
Yeah.
That could like measure whoever got the highest number one. Well, anyway, Kenny decided to take the end of a pump, like a bicycle pump, like a tire pump, and pump a little bit of air in his ass, and then he stood on the stairs in front of Spenny and blew like, we're talking like a 45-second fart.
Yeah.
But technically, that isn't a fart because it was air. A fart is made up of gas.
Right.
So that was actually a queef, according to Spenny. And like when they dug into it, like, well, it'd be considered a queef because it's fucking air. Nothing about a queef says anything that has to happen in a vagina, does it?
No.
So we could queef. We could like, I could go get like a turkey baster and put a little bit of air up my arse and I could blow queefs.
So, question: when
I'm not saying I'm gonna do it.
so
Just
have
saying
you
I could.
ever seen the videos of like guys who can suck fucking air into their asshole and fart? Is that a queef?
No, but we did talk about it with Anita last time she was on it, right?
Yeah, yeah. There's guys. He was on Jackass, and he could.
Yeah,
suck,
yeah. We talked about this.
Yeah, he could suck air into his asshole.
Yeah,
But
I've never done that.
He didn't use anything to put the air in his asshole. So is that a fart or a queef?
I think it's a queef with a fart sound.
I agree.
Or is there a difference between a fart sound and a queef sound?
No.
So it's just a fart noise,
Yeah,
but
I would imagine it's the same.
but the action is a butt queef.
Yeah,
That is so fucking cool, man.
very interesting.
We could blow bubbles. So like I'm just thinking out loud here. Let's say I get a little bit of air in a turkey baster.
Yeah.
I pump some air into my arse, and then I take some like bubbles, like soap or bubbles or whatever,
Yeah.
and I just start pouring it down my ass crack like it's champagne on a fucking yacht, you
Yeah.
know? And then I decide to, could I blow fucking bubbles?
You definitely could.
You think so?
It might be a little bit hard to get the right seal for the bubble, though.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because like when you blow bubbles, it holds in that little like fucking plastic thing first.
Yeah, and my butthole is not shaped like a circle; it's shaped like a star.
That's right. And
The Star of David.
and your butthole is probably not big enough.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, I don't know after this, after a dump I had last week that I was talking about. Man, I'm not so
It might
sure.
have changed your geography.
Which is fucked because I don't think I had a normal shit since then. They've all been the rabbit ones. There was some I thought about bottling the other day. Like I didn't bottle it. I don't have a bottle, but like they were all like every nugget was the exact same size and shape.
Really?
Yeah, they were. There was not like a big
Like a
one. little
rabbit
one.
turd.
They were exactly the same. All of them were exactly the same. And I started thinking like that's kind of fucked up.
Did it come out of your butt like a machine gun? Like do?
No, I thought they were all one piece. I thought it was all one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. I thought I had
Wait,
a log.
were they small pellets?
No, they were.
Medium-sized
They were.
pellets?
I'd say large.
Large pellets, but
Yeah.
the same size.
Exactly. They were the size of. I'm trying to think of a size here. They were like maybe like one of those bingo balls, you know, when it's literally like
Yeah,
069
yeah.
and 47.
A bit more of an oval shape to them, I'd imagine.
No, they were pretty much spheres.
No way.
Yeah, yeah. It was fucking weird.
I
were-
wonder what happened now that
They
your
were like
body
the size of
processed
like
shit that.
like a Super Supreme. Remember? Did you ever play marbles when you were younger? Was that
Yeah,
or were you
no,
like
no,
in the playground and shit?
no.
So I was at the age where there was marbles. Like,
Yeah.
it was an actual thing we played. Like so, there was like the smallest ones were croaks, like
Yeah.
all the little normal everyday marbles.
Yeah.
The next size up that was just a bit bigger. Those were called cat eyes. And then
Yeah.
and then there was one that was a bit bigger than that. That was called a Supreme.
Okay.
And then there was one that was a bit bigger than that. It was called a Super Supreme.
Right.
And then there was even bigger, which was the Super Supreme Jumbo, which those ones were fucking obnoxious. And
Right.
they were very rare too.
Did you? So you'd go out with your little
A bag of marbles.
bag of marbles?
Yeah.
Okay. Explain to me. How do you play marbles?
You dig your heel into the ground. And you turn in a spin in a circle like 10 times, so you got like a little cone-shaped hole.
Yeah.
All right, and then you have a line that's like say 10 feet away, and you just toss the marble. Closest person wins, and you just bet. Like I bet this marble for your marble, and you just toss them, and whoever gets closest wins.
Oh.
Closest to the hole, because you're playing in sand, so it's not gonna roll, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So the idea is to try to get it in the hole.
In the hole.
Yeah, if two people win, it's a
draw.
You just chalk it, and you go on to the next one.
That's interesting.
But then it's cool because like you could get like 5 croaks versus 1 Supreme, and it's like, all right, well I bet these 5 croaks versus your 1 Supreme because I got it. So essentially, you've got 5 tries, but like
Yeah.
you could lose 5 marbles if you fucking whiff all of them. He's got 1 good shot, so you can do things like that.
Interesting.
Trade, man, those old fucking games were wicked. I was all into marbles at one point, and then after that, it made way for Pogs. Pogs came after.
Yeah. So Pogs are where you're starting to hook me. So Pogs came around when I was like 4 or 5.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I was a little older. I was like 8 or 9, which makes
Yeah.
sense by our ages, right? So,
Yeah. So the
I
big
fucking love
thing for
Pogs.
me, because when I was like 7 or 8, was Pokemon cards.
I was always one age group too old for Pokemon anything, except for Pokemon Go when it came out in 2016.
That's a little
That
bit-
was cool for anyone.
Yeah, I mean, Pokemon was a great thing when you were a kid. Like,
Yeah.
'cause Pokemon TV show, cards, video games. Like
It was your world.
Yeah.
See, I was in that one age group that was just a little too young. Like it was
Yeah.
just not cool.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
we went from Pogs, and then it disappeared. There was no like cool thing. It was cool to just be cool, you know? There was no like thing that we all did after Pogs, until I think maybe Crazy Bones.
Oh, I remember Crazy Bones.
I think those were the next thing that was kind of like gravitated everyone, and then it turned into yo-yos. Yo-yos were fucking cool.
Man, yo-yos do this weird thing. I think they go in like 10-year runs.
Bro, I got it. I know exactly what the fucking little thing that everyone wanted was between Pugs and Crazy Bones. Devil sticks. Or rhythm sticks, whatever you wanted to call them.
Yeah.
Those things, man. I never got good at them. I could always do the back and forth all fucking
never
day
had
long.
'em.
No? I
No.
threw them in the sky. Never fucking got good at it, though.
No, I never had those things. Devil sticks.
Yeah.
That's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Man, they were so lame.
Oh, remember Gak? It was like slime.
No.
It was like it was
Do you
like,
remember the yak back?
oh yeah, of course. You'd be like, hey, go fuck yourself. Press the button. And be like, hey, go fuck yourself. Something like that. I never got
Or
the
you
yak
could
back.
do it in reverse too.
Yeah.
And then what was the other big thing I'm trying to
Talk Boy.
Yeah.
I think my mom still has mine. Mom, if you're listening, do you still have my Talk Boy? Let me know.
Mom.
Mom.
That
was the one from
Kevin
Home Alone.
McAllister had.
Yeah. When he was like the most famous recording he ever did was, how do you do? This is Peter McAllister, the father. I'd like a hotel room, please, with an extra large bed, a TV, and one of those little refrigerators you have to open with a key. Credit card? You got it. I think it came preloaded on it, for
Dude,
fuck's sake.
I'm so excited to fucking watch that movie coming up soon.
Dude, it's one of my favorite movies. Like, probably
it's
ever.
so good.
1 and 2, I could you know what? I'll never say one's better than the other. Or one is better than two, or two's better.
No,
Like,
they're both
like,
great.
yeah.
And they're great for different reasons.
Yes, man. Like, oh God, I don't know if there's a moment of boringness in either. Of them. Like, even though I know, like, I could sing the fucking songs in between. Like, I could tell you everything about those shows. Like, man, I could probably pull up a fucking map and point out like the filming locations. Like, I know that much about those things. Those both movies. But yet, they're both fucking good.
Man, do you know what movie we watched the other night, actually? I'll Be Home for Christmas with Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Oh yes, when he got the fucking hats glued to his head.
Yes, man. Dude, that movie holds up.
With Jessica Biel. That's who he was going home to Christmas.
What? That was Jessica Biel?
Yes, man. Are
No.
you fucking crazy? Yes, the girl that he was trying to get home to Christmas to was Jessica Biel. Because if he got home in time, he'd get the Porsche, right?
The 1957 Porsche Speedster. You
Yeah.
got it. That was Jessica Biel.
Yes, man. How did you not know that? Who did you think it was? Just some other girl that looks like Jessica Biel?
Don't know. She's so young in that movie.
You know that she has a kid and refused to name it Batmo?
Okay, 2 questions.
What?
What's the gender of the child? Second question.
Doesn't matter the gender. Gotta name it Batmo.
Why?
Batmobile.
Oh my God, that is fucking brilliant.
She refused.
What a piece of shit.
Yeah, fuck her.
Dude.
Although her ass in I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry or whatever is pretty nice.
Yes. Man.
Did I ever fucking tell you? So it's actually on my Facebook memories at one point. So it'll pop up again and I'll let you know. I'll remember this conversation. So years ago, we're talking like 10 so years ago.
Yeah.
I fell asleep watching I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry, that movie with fucking Adam Sandler and
Kevin James.
That's his name. I fell asleep watching this movie like late at night. I woke up at probably 3:30 in the morning. Just randomly, I woke up, one of those rollover wake ups, maybe take a gulp of water or something like that.
Yeah.
And that movie was still playing on in the background.
Yeah.
And it was the exact scene where she's like getting undressed out of the rain. Adam Sandler is like staring at her ass.
Yeah, and that's
then,
when he's like pretending he's gay, so she's like
Yes.
super fucking comfortable in front of him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Oh, I don't mind you just looking." And he's like, "Yeah, because Larry or whatever the other guy's name was is like more looks like a quarter pounder with cheese. Like his butt looks like a quarter pounder with cheese." Says something about the quarter pounder with cheese was mentioned regarding an ass. Okay.
Yeah.
In this little rollover, when I'm asleep, I instantly got so fucking hungry that I got up, got in my car, and drove to McDonald's for a fucking quarter pounder with cheese. I needed one. Like, I needed it right then and there. Like, there was no stopping me.
Man, sometimes the cravings for certain foods
Yeah.
are so brutal. Like, you just have to go get them.
All the time, man. That's why, like, we were talking about billboards last week. Food is the one thing. Like, if I see the ad for food on a billboard, I'm getting it. Like, I am getting this today.
Yeah, man. That is the most powerful thing for sure, is like our cravings for delicious food. I'm like fiending to go to the Keg right now.
Oh fuck, that would be so good. I'm not going to a restaurant for a while now.
I know it's
After
all
this shit.
fucked up again here now.
I want to know, did you watch those Girls Gone Wild videos? And
I didn't.
No, fuck. So we can't get a review?
No review yet. I will do it this week though.
Are they still in your car? Does Stephanie know you got them?
No, they're next to my PlayStation.
Oh,
like
really?
I had every intention of watching them, but then I sit down at my PlayStation
And just start racing.
and start racing.
Oh, well, that's not nearly as exciting.
Yeah.
Oh man, I wanted to hear a review. I expect to hear a review next week.
Next week, 100%. The review's coming in hot. I'm gonna tell you all about it.
You fucking heard it here. We're gonna hear about Girls Gone Wild next week.
Woo!
Cool, man. Want to order some food?
Yeah, let's go.
Fucking do.
I'm getting so hungry.
I'm fucking I fucking eat the.
As soon as we started talking about food just then, I was like, this
Oh, yeah.
podcast is over. I'm
I could
fucking
eat a
starved.
skunk's arsehole right now. I'm fucking
Yeah.
hungry. I wouldn't do that. All right, well. This has been another episode of Dudes Talking Shit. Remember, you can find us on Instagram at Dudes Talking Shit. You can find Righteous Ryan on Instagram at Drunk Ryan. You can find, what's your name? Travis Gone Wild at
T-Fan 23.
Send them your dick pics.
Later, shitheads.